Ideal freelancing situation number 2. There has to be a minimum threshold of pay on freelance sites, which at the moment is just not there. It is so excruciatingly frustrating and painful for me to say projects where they're paying $1 an article, $20 a logo, and I don't know, maybe $100 a website. It's so unrealistic. It does not pay bills. It does not allow you to lead a certain quality of life, a certain minimum threshold of lifestyle which you want. It basically gives you nothing. You're working like a donkey, and at the end of the day you remain a donkey who doesn't benefit in any way. You're just providing work, and you're probably typing away, or you're designing away, whatever, coding away, but you're getting nothing much. Your bills are not being paid. So I really feel, if you want an ideal freelancing situation, you must have a minimum threshold of pay. See, it is very subjective. It is very subjective, and it's very difficult to define a certain minimum threshold. But I just feel that when it comes to the absolute bottom, a dollar an article, or maybe $20 or $50 for a logo, does not pay, does not amount to decent pay, or does not offer you a decent lifestyle anywhere in the world, anywhere, including third world countries, or low cost countries, whatever. I don't think it offers you a decent lifestyle. And I'm in India, and I feel that these kind of pay scales, they do not amount to anything at all. So I can't even imagine when say a freelancer in America, or the UK or Europe or anywhere else, how can he or she work at such rates and actually even manage to survive. And I think life is not about surviving. Life is about thriving. Life is about maintaining a certain good quality of life, which cannot be maintained by working at such rates where you extend your working hours practically in an unlimited fashion, and you don't have any life at all. Life is all about working within the shortest possible time frame, gaining maximum mileage out of it in terms of personal satisfaction as well as your emoluments, and then the rest of the time that you have, you devote to your family, to your friends, to, I don't know, enjoying yourself, living life. That is what it's all about. It is not about I'm typing away the whole day and I get nothing. So the bottom line which I'm trying to say is that there has to be a minimum threshold. Yes, it is difficult to define, but for example, what I feel, probably what can be a minimum threshold, you can always, present your arguments. I'm more than, open to that. I feel $10 an article, say a 500 word original article, has to be like the minimum threshold. Anything below that is completely unacceptable. And likewise, when you have a logo, I think $100, is an absolute minimum threshold. You cannot have a logo being designed for anything less than that. And when you have a website, a very simplistic, say a website without any database, aspect, whether it's just a simple HTML or template based website, I think the minimum pay should be $500. Again, I don't think anything less than that is acceptable. You please feel free to tell me, what you think is, the minimum threshold, but there has to be a certain threshold which probably is kind of acceptable to everybody, and we can, ensure that there is simply no work at all which is below that. It is not accepted. And as far as, and the way I think this can be implemented is that we only have a minimum threshold. We don't have a maximum threshold. So if a client is willing to pay $15 an article, or $20 an article, or maybe $50 an article, $100 an article, he or she is most welcome to do so. It is only the minimum which needs to be defined, and we need to ensure that below that is just not acceptable, whether from the client's point of view or from the contractor's point of view. Because I mean, it's so painful to see these these kind of jobs being posted, and there are actually there are individuals who are bidding on such jobs. $1 an article, $half an article. I've seen actually 50-cent articles, jobs being posted for that. It's unbelievable. It's simply unbelievable. in India, I'm a single person. I don't have a wife. I don't have children. I live, you know, in a very comfortable personal space of my own. At the same time, this is my parents' house, so you know, I don't have rent to pay. I don't have any major debts in life. I don't have any, you know, like major liabilities as such. I don't have a mortgage. I don't have anything. I still feel in India, I still need at least, say, US $3,000 equivalent in Indian rupees to maintain a very average quality of life. I'm not even saying an extravagant quality of life, you know, a very average but reasonably comfortable quality of life. I think I need the Indian rupee equivalent of at least 3,000 US dollars a month, 36,000 US dollars a year, or at least, you know, 40,000. I would say more like 40,000 US dollars a year. I think that's where I can be in a sort of a relatively comfort zone. More than that would definitely be much better, and I can lead a still more comfortable life. But I think again, that's the minimum threshold which I'm talking about, which averages out to about $100 a day. So unless I'm earning at least that much, there's really no point. And I think the same holds true for every freelancer out there. Even if you're in, say, a country like Pakistan or Bangladesh, where each dollar gets you many more, you know, your Pakistani rupee or Bangladeshi taka, or if you're in Sri Lanka, the Sri Lankan rupee. I don't know. I mean, and in Philippines you have the Filipino peso. I mean, dudes, please understand that even if the dollar somehow gets you more, you know, the units of the local currency, ultimately you pay a reasonable sum for everything that you buy. And, you know, that's where I feel the clients are basically exploiting these freelancers who are unfortunately somehow open to the idea of working for not even peanuts, you know, peanut shells. They're working for peanut shells. So, I mean, there has to be a certain threshold, and we have to maintain and implement that strictly. I know it'll probably be difficult, but I really feel it can be done. You know, we can discuss amongst ourselves what would be like an ideal, you know, threshold, minimum threshold, and we can try and implement that accordingly. So this would definitely be my ideal freelancing situation number 2. Cheers.